Hi everyone and welcome to today's new video. In today's video I'm gonna do something that I am actually really not excited for, because I'm gonna read 3 genres that I don't normally read, and that is for good reason, because I don't like them. In this video we're gonna read poetry, we're gonna read classics, and we're gonna read non-fiction, which are my 3 most hated genres. But I want to see if I can change that up. And if you've ever watched a video on my channel, you'll see I mostly read fantasy and romance, and that's actually it. And I want to just expand my reading palette and maybe pick up some books that I wouldn't pick up normally. So that's why we're gonna do this video, and I am gonna start with poetry, and I've decided on Ariel by Sylvia Plath because I've heard many people rave about this author. I honestly don't know anything about her, so I'll do my research. But yeah, I saw this one coming by and that's why I'm reading it. I think I'm now 20% through and we'll see where this is gonna go. Hi everyone. I have officially finished Ariel by Sylvia Plath, and I don't really know what I can say about this, because on one hand it's like this genre isn't familiar to me, so I don't have anything to compare it with, but other sides it made me feel incredibly stupid. And if I'm reading a book and the only thing I'm wondering about is, am I just stupid, or is this book just stupid? That isn't a pleasant experience for me, and I don't really like books that do that, and that is exactly what this book made me feel like. Because Ariel is poetry, but it's not poetry in the sense of understandable poetry. It is dark and it is vague, and I don't know what to say about it, and I don't know how to feel about this. But I wasn't the biggest fan, so this is probably a bit too harsh, but I rated it 1 star because I thought it was way too vague for me to like it or understand it, so that's why I rated it the way I rated it. And now I am reading The Stranger by Albert Camus. No clue how to pronounce his name, but I'm reading The Stranger. It's on my iPad for a long time, and I wanted to pick this up because it's like a short classic and it's supposed to be really good. Also, Albert Camus is, I think, a philosopher, so I was intrigued to see what this work was about, and I am 70% through, so I'm definitely going to finish it today and I'll let you know my thoughts. Guys, it's not that much later, but I have finished The Stranger by Albert Camus, and I don't know if I really have that many thoughts about this book because it was a classic and I never connect with classics. I think the writing style just makes it very hard for me to connect with the book, but I thought this work was actually very well done. I wouldn't personally read it for myself. I wouldn't read those kind of books for fun, but I get what it was trying to do, and I think it's a very accessible classic. But let's start off with saying what this whole story is about. So basically it's about a man, and he is, how can I say this? He is weirdly okay with basically everything. He's very stoic, he doesn't really have emotions. And it starts off with saying like that his mum has died and that he doesn't really know if it was like yesterday or this day or 2 weeks ago. He was like very stoic about the whole situation and very indifferent towards basically all emotions. So he didn't express emotions. Also, one part in the book where his girlfriend asked him like, do you love me? He said, I don't know, does it matter? But if it matters, then probably no, because I don't think I love you. And I was like, what? So it is a bit weird of a story, but for a classic and for what it was trying to do and trying to say, I thought it wasn't that bad. So I rated this one 2.75 stars because I didn't think it was fair to rate it 3 stars. My ratings are weird, so bear with me, but that's what I rated it, and I would recommend this to people if you're trying to get into classics and you want to have something accessible, but also, a classic, but that's not too difficult to follow. So yeah, and now for our non-fiction book, I am going into March 1, which is also a graphic novel. And I chose this book because, once again, it has been on my iPad for a long time, and also I heard quite a few really good reviews, and it is about, I think it's about the civil rights movement in America in the late 50s, 60s, I think. And since I'm now studying political science, I have been wanting to pick this book up for quite a while, so we're gonna do that for this video. Hi guys, so I finished March 1 because it was really short. I think it was 200 pages, but it's a graphic novel and it is non-fiction, so I flew through this one, and in the end I rated it 4 stars, which is like really good. This book was about the whole civil rights movement, if I say that correctly, in America, especially for black people. So I thought it was very interesting to read about this because I've honestly never heard of these marches, and yeah, it was just a cool way to educate yourself, but also in like a really fun and accessible way, because like this graphic novel is beautifully illustrated, the storyline is good, and it's just really easy to read. So I think that was a brilliant way to get like the message across, and yeah, I rated 4 stars. So that is the video. In this video we read Ariel, which was poetry, then we read The Stranger, which is a classic, and now we have our non-fiction book, which is March 1. And I rated Ariel 2 stars, The Stranger 3 stars, and March 1 4 stars. So it was kind of a good reading experience, I guess. I wouldn't necessarily pick up poetry again, and also classics are generally speaking not my thing, but I would definitely pick up a book such as March 1 again. So I think that is a win, and with that this video is coming to an end. So thank you so much for watching, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next video. Bye bye.